So, good evening, one and all. I am Ajay, and I am going to talk about the Gen Z's expectations on politics. We all know, we all know the present ongoing situation that is happening in Delhi, the CJP protest. So, I just wanted to ask one curious question: Is politics is an occupation, is or a service?
Service. It should be a service.
Okay. If it is service, why the politicians are becoming richer day by day?
That is a very good question. Politicians should ask themselves.
It all belongs to their consensus. So moving on, right now the politics is not just about elections, political parties, or leaders electing representation. Politics has evolved from service to practicality. In Gen Z's point of view, it's a process through which we build our nations through our representatives. So I have listed down few expectations from Gen Z's point of view. So I'd like to talk about that. First, talking about transparency. When it comes to transparency, we all see there was an act that is passed by Indian government in 2005 regarding Right to Information Act. How many of the citizens are aware of it? It is still on the paper itself. It is not at all implemented. And coming to the accountability, till today, I haven't seen one single politician coming out to the media stating that, okay, I'll take that responsibility for the mistake that our government has committed or will rectify the mistake. Either they'll take the blame on the bureaucrats or they'll name it as a political tactic that is played by the opposition on them. So, for that, present example is CJP. The ongoing protest where our honorable education minister did not address the media stating that our government will take any responsibility based on the NEET paper leaks. And moving on, why should citizens should wait for elections to remove the leaders that they have elected? Rather than there can be a provision that they can be removed during their term. Don't you think that? It's really necessary, right, to remove a leader during their term when they are not at all, they are literally misusing their power for their own personal gains. And coming to the grievance redressal, so when public example, I'll take one of my fellow teammate address the pension thing. So when a old guy, if a old guy need to get 100 rupees pension, by the time it reaches to his hands from the central government, it will become half of it. Why? Because of the middlemen's present, or due to the long procedures that is there in our country, that is prevailing day by day, getting complex each day as a new government forms. So, don't you think it leads to the new way called digitalization? Even though central government came with a act called Jan Trinity, which is Jandan, Aadhaar, Mobile, even though they opened 1.6 crore, is it beneficial for everyone? Is everyone aware of it? I'll give an example of my own state. So I'm from Karnataka. So people there are not at all aware about about this scheme actually. They'll go to the any corporate banks, take loans, again the same vicious cycle repeats in their life. So moving on to the next, this will be very interesting one. As bureaucrats will be judged based on their performance for their promotions, don't you think even politicians should be judged based on their performance? If that's so, do you really think that elections should be fought in the name of caste, political parties, or it should be based on their performance in their last term? We should really think about it, right? And again, as an aspirant, for bureaucrats there is an age limit as 63 years. Right?
Yes.
There are politicians who are serving even though they are 80. Why there? It creates a blockage for the younger generation to access politics. So, don't you think even they should take some rest and guide youngsters? And the other thing is that we just to work as an executive under legislative, so we clear very toughest exam UPSC. Don't you think even politicians should have some entrance exams to enter politics? Before entering to politics, we should also check their knowledge, right? How much do they know about the society, about the people, about their needs and the problems? And we should also check their personality, sir. Yeah, that will be nines of Gen Zs, right? We can take it. And coming to that, after winning elections, I've seen many people giving road shows, giving speeches, doing all kind of breaking all the rules, enjoying themselves. Don't you think they have to go for training academies like Lavasna? Yeah, they should go for training academic, right? Even they should know how to give good governance to the people, rather than just announcing the schemes without any legitimacy, right? Yeah. And the last is that my fellow mentioned about educational qualification of politicians. I don't think Dharmendra Pradhan is qualified enough to be an educational minister of India. That too, such as a huge India is considered as one of the huge human resource, and these are the young minds who are just stepped up to their professionalism course. So during that time, these kind of incident will have a greater impact on their brain development. So yeah, I just want to leave you with one question: is India really following democracy? If yes, does everyone has the access to it? I just want you guys to think about it. Thank you.